Have you heard the story of Pazuzu Algarad, the man who called himself a demon and ruled over a house of death in Clemmons, North Carolina? This is part 2. For years, the remains of 2 missing men had been right there, buried beneath the rot of that forgotten home. Their story revealed a darkness far worse than anyone imagined. Pazuzu's fiancée, Amber Birch, confessed to shooting Tommy Welch. She even bragged about it, laughing as she wore the dead man's shoes. Amber helped bury both victims, while Pazuzu's mother, Cynthia, admitted she saw a body but was too afraid to call for help. Pazuzu filled his house with broken people, offering chaos disguised as freedom. They followed him because he made them feel like they belonged, even if that somewhere was hell. They brought cadaver dogs in 2010, but the dogs didn't alert, and they left without digging. It took 4 more years before they came back to dig again. When the remains were finally discovered in 2014, the house was condemned. The scene was horrific, with holes in the floor and writing on the walls that warned each word you read will take another second off your life. The smell of rot was so thick it stayed on investigators' clothes for days. Pazuzu was arrested alongside Amber Birch and Crystal Matlock, another woman who admitted to helping bury one of the bodies. When officers arrived, Pazuzu smirked, covered in tattoos and scars, teeth filed into points, eyes glassy from drugs. He told them they'd never understand what he'd created. In 2015, before his trial could even begin, Pazuzu was found dead inside Central Prison in Raleigh. He had slit his arm open from the elbow down, cutting through his brachial artery. Officials ruled it a suicide. 2 days earlier, he had written a letter to his mother. In it, he said he deserved a medal for killing his victims and that he despised the human race. He ended the letter with a casual line, "I love you." Amber Birch pled guilty to second-degree murder and robbery, sentenced to nearly 40 years in prison. Crystal Matlock pled guilty to being an accessory after the fact and served 4. Cynthia, the mother who witnessed the horror, was never charged. After the arrests, the Nob Hill house was demolished in April 2015. Neighbors gathered to watch the walls come down, the stench and memories finally buried under dust. Even after the truth came out, rumors continued to swirl. Some said Pazuzu practiced human sacrifice or cannibalism, but investigators never found forensic evidence of either. Those stories came from people who once stayed in the house, who claimed he bragged about eating flesh and drinking blood. But no autopsy or police report ever confirmed it. While some believe Pazuzu led a cult, his followers were actually a small group of addicts and drifters. It wasn't satanic power that kept them there, but control, fear, and manipulation. Psychiatrists diagnosed him with schizophrenia and severe substance abuse but couldn't fully explain his violence. He'd turned his mental illness into a performance, a way to terrify others and feed his ego. In the end, there was no supernatural evil inside that house, just human decay. A mother who looked away, followers who obeyed, and a man who turned his madness into a religion. When the house was finally torn down, the dust drifted into the air, a fitting end to a story that should never have been forgotten. And somewhere beneath that silence, the legend of Pazuzu Algarad still lingers, proof that sometimes, evil doesn't hide in the dark. It hides in plain sight. If you'd like me to cover another true case like this one, let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like, comment, and share. It really helps keep me motivated to make more of these videos. These stories are for entertainment. I do my best to stay factual.